Hello and welcome to another of our chats with our data protection compliance experts. I'm ingemar, lead consultant at HCL, and I'm speaking today with Sam Dunwell, one of our data protection experts. Hello, Sam. Today you're going to tell us about data processes, what they are, why you must have them to be GDPR compliant, due diligence before appointing them, checking on them as you're going along. So, Sam, over to you.
Yeah, so lots of businesses out there probably won't have everybody in-house. So they're going to be outsourcing some of the work that they do. And it's very likely that if you are outsourcing some of those activities, that other business is likely to be using the personal data about your customers, about your clients, possibly about your employees. And if that's the case, they are known as a data processor under GDPR. If you do outsource any of your processing activities to a data processor, you've got certain obligations you have to comply with under GDPR. One of those is making sure that you do appoint a data processor that is going to be compliant themselves. At the end of the day, they are processing your personal data. You wouldn't want to outsource that work to somebody who is blatantly not going to comply with GDPR. You also need to make sure you have an appropriate contract in place with them. And there are certain criteria and conditions that need to be included in that contract that set out all the obligations around that data controller and data processor relationship. So you are basically giving them written instruction on what they can and cannot do with that data, the type of personal data that they are likely to be collecting or using and doing something with on your behalf. It will also set out the kind of security measures that they need to have in place as a minimum that they should have. It will also set out how long they are going to be undertaking that work for, how long they need to keep that data for or transfer it back to you when that contract has finished. It also sets out certain obligations that data processor needs to undertake to help you comply with your own GDPR obligations, well, such as how are you going to respond to individuals' requests if somebody sends a subject access request? Who is responsible? Does the data processor take the lead? Does the data controller take the lead? So there's a number of things that you have to make sure are included in your contracts. And those criteria and conditions can be set within your normal business T's and C's. They could be as a schedule to them. They could even be a separate data processor agreement that you have that sits alongside your own business T's and C's. But one of the important things as well that you need to do is around due diligence. As we've said, you need to check before you appoint them, but also throughout that contract that you have with them as well. You have the right to do inspections and audits of that data process to make sure that they are fulfilling all of your obligations and they are only doing things with that data that you have given them the written instructions to do.
Thank you very much. Now, Sam, I imagine that you shouldn't just be pulling a template agreement off the internet, but you would need to work this through your organization and your own practices, policies, and procedures.
Absolutely, yeah. There are some good templates available online, but like you say, you've got to tailor it and bespoke it to your particular business, to the relationship that you have with that particular data processor, and in particular, what it is they're actually going to be doing, because every business is different. So just because somebody's doing it one way doesn't mean to say you're going to be doing it the same way.
Thank you, Sam. Food for thought indeed. If you want to contact us, please fill in the form on our website, hunningsconsultancy.co.uk, or send me an email, ingemar@hunningsconsultancy.co.uk, Ingemar being INGEMAR. Thank you.